right, so really quick one for you guys today. Let me just say what I have to lose if Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are elected, okay? Let's go over it quickly. I like my guns, and I like to be able to buy the ones that I want. They're going to limit the amount of the type of gun I can get, i.e., if you want to talk about assault weapons and such, which are really just semi-automatic rifles that are military style. They're going to limit the rounds I can get in any kind of gun. So that's just one. Number two, they're going to raise taxes, even though they say they're not. If you roll back the Trump tax cut, and they call it for the rich, but I own my own business, definitely not rich, middle class, but I will lose money on that deal. So that's two things I'm going to lose if they are elected. I'm not real crazy about the idea of the Green New Deal. I feel like I'll lose, the possibility of, some of my friends and other people that work in the gas industry are going to lose there. So just a quick synopsis of what I have to lose. What do liberals have to lose if Donald Trump's elected? The only thing I can think of is the abortion issue, which really is not going to go to the Supreme Court, I don't believe. I think that it's the Roe v. Wade thing is kind of law, and I don't think they're going to be able to overturn that. But I understand the concern that liberal folks might have about that. But other than that, I don't see anything that they would have to lose to the same, in the way that I would lose all these things if Kamala Harris and Biden elected. Now, that doesn't even say that even if you did have them elected, that I would lose those things, because they'd also have to be able to convince the Senate, and they'd have to win over the Senate and the Congress. Now, let me just ask this. If you split the country down the center really quickly, I'm trying to get this fast, right down the center, and you moved all the states that were red states, if you will, that are Trump supporters and Republican or whatever, and you move them all on one side, and you move all the blue states to Biden and Kamala Harris supporters on the other side, and you made you split the country in the middle, and you had a constitution, a doctrine, a law in each one that said, for instance, in the red states, it would say that anything liberal, the idea of liberalism, the philosophy of liberalism, is all illegal. You can't do it in the state of conservatia, if you will. And the other way around, anything that's conservative or pro-Trump, the policies and the philosophy is illegal, and you can't do it in Liberalania, the blue states. So you do that, and you just let that experiment run side by side for 25 years. What do you think would happen? I'm asking you guys what you think would happen. I'll tell you real quickly what I think would happen. I don't think you'd have a very good Liberalania, because rich people, even rich people who do not agree with the philosophy of conservatism, if you will, are going to move to states or to the country where they don't have to pay as much in taxes, where they can remain rich, because eventually the very rich, or even the moderately rich, are going to have to pay really, really high taxes to maintain the idea of a liberal society that way. They even say it right now, you hear it all the time, the rich don't pay their fair share of this, that, the other. So they're going to move away from that. So you're not going to have a lot of rich people there. You're not going to have the industries that you would have, that we currently have, or you'd have in a more conservative society, because of the pollution things, the manufacturing things, all of that. You'd have, it's difficult also, you say, well, we're going to have electric cars and solar power, and where are you going to get that? Where are you going to get those solar panels and stuff? It's made with plastic. Everything is made with plastic. There's plastic in everything. Plastic is manufactured, and when it's manufactured, there is some carbon emissions from that, and that's just how that is. So I would contend that in 25 years you would see that liberalism on its own would have to be socialism and even communism in order to survive, and it would not be the people living in that society would not be very happy, because they wouldn't really be living free. And on the other hand, you'd have the the Conservative Society, I mean, I think it would do well. I think you'd have all the industry there. I think you'd have the clean air movement. The environmentalists would be there because nobody wants dirty air, dirty water. Nobody wants that. So, but it would have to happen organically. In other words, like the iPhone and the Android phones and different phones came along and replaced their predecessors. Okay, many people don't even have a home phone anymore. That happened organically. It was better, if you will, and that's what's going to happen with the, electric cars and other things that are going to basically make a better better air, better water and all that stuff. So, but it's going to have to happen organically. So that's my thought on it. Tell me what your thought is on it. That's the end of my video. You guys have a good day, and everybody get out and vote tomorrow.